This is your sports TV station in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Welcome to another edition of Lorain High School basketball on WLCS TV 20. Rob Polinsky here with you, along with Joe Bach, as tonight the Lorain Titans will try to even their record at 1-1 as they take on the Lakewood Rangers. And for Lakewood, it is their first ball game for the 2013-2014 season. Lorain coming off an overtime loss at home last Friday night to Euclid, 63-53. We'll see if they can bounce back and even their record at 1-1 and give John Rossitano his first win back at Lorain High School as the coach. Phil Argento, in his 6th season, is the head coach of Lakewood. And again, the Rangers, this is their first ball game of 2013-2014. The opening tip-off is coming up next. It's Lorain and Lakewood, boys varsity basketball. It's next on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
With video games, I'm always choosing between what my kids want and what I think is best for them.
Hey Mom, how about this one?
Which is why I love these new rating summaries. They let me know exactly what's in the game. Combat, explosions, 2 female warriors, exposed cleavage.
Maybe the other one's better.
Yeah. Get your free game rating summary today, and with it, the world's most powerful weapon, knowledge.
And welcome back to Lorain, where we're set for the beginning of the ball game. And Larry Reardon, the official, puts the ball in the air, and Rashad Berry will tip it back to Eddie Williamson. Titans with the ball, and we're underway from Lorain. Again, Rob Polinsky alongside Joe Bach here with you tonight. Damone Heisel with the basketball. We'll set the starting 5 for you momentarily. Lakewood playing man-to-man defense. Around the perimeter, the Titans work it. They get it to Rashad Berry on the baseline. Put it up. No offensive charge on Rashad. The starting lineups tonight for your Lorain Titans: Eddie Williamson, Damone Heisel in the backcourt, Xavier Harrison, Gerald Howard, and Rashad Berry in the front court. For Lakewood, they're going to start 4 guards and a post player. Mike Angers is the point guard, along with Wes Gerhardt in the backcourt. Sean McDonald, Jacob Schmidt, and then the man in the middle is Logan Swift. Swift is a 6'3" sophomore. That's point guard Mike Angers with the basketball. His pass is intercepted by Howard, and then Angers ran it back down. Angers into the paint, over Berry, put it up, no good, off the glass and rim. And Lorain hauls in the rebound. Quickly get it ahead to Eddie Williamson. Both teams getting up and down here in the early going.
Yeah, before the start of the game, Rob, you said there was going to be a lot of action up and down the court. So far, we haven't been disappointed, but no points as of yet. No points, but they both hustle, and going out of bounds is Lakewood after they turn the ball over. And I think the out of bounds here is a little confusing if you're an away player, Joe, and you've never been here. You think you've got more room on that side than you do. Right. Because the seats don't come all the way out to it. I think sometimes players get confused. Eddie Williamson with the basketball in the backcourt. Williamson on the left wing. He's going to go baseline. His pass intercepted. Here comes Angers and the Rangers. His bounce pass to Swift. He'll lay it up and in. I'm sorry, that's Sean McDonald with the first points for Lakewood. 2-0. Lakewood doesn't have a lot of height, so they like to get up and down. Their coach Argento told me he's got 4 guys that can shoot. His concerns are going to be getting the rebounds, but they are getting a lot of turnovers here in the early going. Shot missed. The return is up and in by Logan Swift. And they will press from time to time. And obviously they're doing a good job of denying the passing lanes for Lorain here in the first quarter. 4-0 Lakewood. We've played 1:45. Eddie Williamson, the point guard, with a basketball. Around the perimeter, Damone Heisel, left wing 3, around rim and out, rebound comes down to Sean McDonald, but he travels as Larry Reardon. Larry Reardon, Tim Gebhardt, Gerald Parks, the 3 in charge of this one. Xavier Harrison to inbound. He does so, gets it to Williamson. Williamson inside to Howard. Howard lost it. Another steal by Lakewood. That must be 5 turnovers already. Yep. On the right wing, the 3 in the air, off the back of the iron, no good by Sean McDonald. And here come the Titans. Heisel left side for Harrison. Harrison at the foul line. Harrison baseline right. Berry 15-footer, too strong. Gets his own rebound, though, inside, off the glass and in, and the Titans are on the board, Joe.
quickly at the other end.
Back on the other end.
Wow. Wes Gerhardt laid it up in, and he was fouled.
They are
Joe,
fast.
I didn't even have time to mark my score sheet. Foul went on Rashad Berry quickly. That's his second. So, Joe, Rashad Berry has to come out. And we're going to see Nazir Bohannon, the 6'2 freshman. When you're on vacation, he came off the bench last week and scored 6 points in that loss on Friday night.
Yeah, pretty impressive for a freshman.
It
but
is.
Remember watching him in middle school last year. Coaches were salivating.
Yes, and with good reason. 7-2 Lakewood with the early lead. 5:20 to go first quarter. Williamson strong to the hole, off the glass and in. Rangers now see if they quickly get into their offense. Angers does. He penetrates, puts up the floater. It's no good. And Bohannon will get the rebound. Quick outlet. Gerald Howard ahead of the pack lays it in. Somebody's got to stay back on defense for Lakewood. They did not. Angers on the left side to Gerhardt. Gerhardt, top of the circle, around the perimeter. With the basketball, Sean McDonald. He'll go back outside to Jacob Schmidt. Schmidt on the drive, all the way to the hole, laid it up and in. Jacob Schmidt with his first two. And 4 different Rangers have scored, and they lead 9-6. Boy, I like the pace of this game already, Joe.
Lots of fun.
Yes, it is. Inside Gerald Howard. Howard has it. Howard put it up. No good off the rim. Rebound Bohannon. The freshman goes up, lost it on the way up. And it's pulled away by Logan Swift for Lakewood. Rangers in the purple, Lorain in the white uniforms. Logan Swift with the basketball in between the circles. He'll hand it off to Mike Angers. Angers at the bottom of the center circle. 5'6" point guard. With the basketball, Sean McDonald. McDonald guarded by Howard halfway through the first quarter. McDonald trying to get around Howard, does so, laid it up and in. 11-6, quickly they get it to Bohannon, the freshman off the bench lays it in. The action is fast and furious here in the early going. 3:40 to go first quarter, 11-8, Lakewood by 3.
Freshman looks pretty comfortable out there.
Yeah, he does, I agree with you, Joe. This is fun for the fans. Driving, laying it up, no good. Missing that easy layup with Sean McDonald. Into the forecourt. Damone Heisel, we got a whistle away from the ball and a foul.
Hey, Rob, I want to say a shout out to all our friends at Lakewood. This game will also be shown at Lakewood City Schools Television.
I did not know that.
Doug Bunsey, I want to say thank you. Good friend of mine, and he runs the operation out there.
So you're expanding, Joe.
Yes. Well, every time Lorain plays Lakewood, I'm involved and we get together and we share the DVDs.
Nice. Inbound is stolen away by the Rangers into the game for Lakewood is Joe Malone. His pass ahead to Sean McDonald. He was fouled on the way to the hole. So Malone comes off the bench. And I would think with the pace of this game early going, we're going to see a lot of players from both sides. Lakewood basketball, that's Angers, the point guard. Angers guarded by Eddie Williamson. Man-to-man defense for Lorain. Angers gets around him. His pass deflected. He got it back in the paint. Tries to go over Williamson, can't. Back outside to Sean McDonald. McDonald outside. Angers open left wing 3 off the rim, no good. And Damone Heisel got the rebound for Lorain, and he was fouled. I think a key for Lorain will be to out-rebound this shorter team of Lakewood, Joe.
Yeah, they definitely have an advantage there, and they have to exploit it.
Second team foul on Lakewood. Each team with 2 team fouls. Rashad Berry has both for Lorain, and he is on the bench. Left wing with the basketball. The 3 in the air by Damone Heisel. He scores. Damone Heisel, his first points of the ball game. We are tied at 11. Angers, right wing McDonald. McDonald back out to Angers. Open 3, top of the key. Too strong. Rebound comes down to Bohannon of Lorain. He'll get it ahead to Kevin Davis into the game for the first time off the bench. Back into Bohannon, and the freshman gives Lorain the lead. You said it earlier, Joe. He looks very comfortable on the floor, and I thought that right. He got 6 points in the first half Friday night in the loss to Euclid.
Can't imagine 3 more years after this year.
Right, and there's a foul on Bohannon, his first, team's third. Yeah, you think of how he is going to progress.
He's got nice size. I mean, that's one thing you can't teach is height.
That's for sure. Teams are going to substitute players here. Angers at the line for 2. Angers line left, looking for his first point of the night, missed it. For Lorain, Gerald Howard back in. Robert Orsler will come out. And now we're going to see Angers with another free throw. Also a Nick Porter for Lakewood. Free throw is up and in. Angers makes 1 out of 2, and now all 5 starters, Joe, have scored for Lakewood. Lorain leads at 13-12 at the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Kevin Davis with a basketball. Davis on the left side to Xavier Harrison. Top key, Eddie Williamson. Williamson on the drive. Nice pass to Bohannon, but Bohannon traveled. Nick Porter came over and played good defense, and Bohannon traveled trying to get around him.
A freshman mistake.
Yep. Malone, the inbound it for Lakewood, does so, gets it to McDonald. McDonald left-hand dribble all the way to the hole, laid it up, not good, and the rebound comes down to Lorain's Xavier Harrison. He'll quickly get it to Davis. Davis into the forecourt, back to Williamson. Williamson to the hole, nice pass to Bohannon. Bohannon laid it in. Bohannon with 6 off the beautiful pass from Williamson. 15-12 Lorain. Well, Lakewood likes to run, but I think they might be playing into one of Lorain's strengths too, Joe, when they do that.
Yes. Yeah, I tell you, the pace of the game seems like much more than a 15-12.
Right. With the basketball are the Lakewood Rangers. That's Mike Angers with it. Phil Argento calls out the defense, or the offense, I should say, with 1 minute to play, first quarter.
Are they going to hold it?
I'm not sure. They're definitely milking some clock. Wes Gearhart is going to spin over Bohannon, off the glass and in. That's one of those no, yes shots. You don't want him to shoot it if you're the coach, but when it goes in, you go yes. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Lorain basketball. Robert Orsler will come back in. .42 seconds to play first quarter. 15-14 Lorain. Orsler with the basketball. Looking, cross court for Kevin Davis. Davis into the corner. Xavier Harrison for 3. Missed it. Long rebound back out to Kevin Davis. But then Davis lost it. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Ahead to McDonald. Sean McDonald was fouled before the shot, says Tim Gebhardt. They'll take it out of bounds. That'll be the 4th team foul on Lorain.
Good foul.
Yeah, it was before the shot, so it didn't hurt anything. That was on Kevin Davis, his first, team's 4th. And Eddie Williamson back in for Lorain. They'll inbound it. McDonald gets it back. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Nick Porter, top of the key. Porter looking. Porter back outside to Joe Malone. Malone had it knocked away, stripped and stole by Howard. Howard into the forecourt. Nice pass to Davis. Left it for Bohannon. He put it up too strong. Got it back and in. Bohannon with 8 off the bench. 3 seconds, 2. Ahead to McDonald before the buzzer. Off the back of the rim, no good. We have played 1 quarter of exciting up and down basketball. Our score, it's Lorain 17, Lakewood 14. You're watching the WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Freedom to think for yourself.
To disagree with the government.
Freedom to be equal.
To be different.
Freedom to raise a family.
To marry the man I love.
The freedom to worship the God of my choice.
To live with dignity.
The freedom to be me.
To be whatever I want to be.
Defending freedom for over 200 years.
The Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America has important information for the millions of people with asthma. You may not know there are two main causes of asthma symptoms: airway constriction you feel and inflammation you may not feel. Learn how to better manage your asthma by treating both main causes of asthma symptoms. Treating both causes can help prevent symptoms before they even start. And preventing symptoms could mean a smoother ride. For more information, go to asthma.com.
And welcome back to Lorain High School, where the Titans lead Lakewood 17-14 after one quarter. Into the forecourt with the basketball, laying it up and in for the Lakewood Rangers is Jacob Schmidt. Schmidt makes it 17-16. Lorain basketball. Eddie Williamson has it. Williamson with a bounce pass inside for Gerald Howard. That's stolen away by Mike Angers. Angers into the forecourt. Angers with the basketball. Lakewood trails by 1. Gets it inside. Jacob Schmidt lays it up and in. Schmidt with a layup. He's got 6. 18-17 Lakewood. 7:20 to go in the half. Norwalk High basketball coach Steve Gray comes in to scout the game here, Joe.
I see that.
Truckers play Lorain later this year in an independent game. On the left wing, 3 in the air. It's up, no good. Missed by Damone Heisel. Long outlet that Heisel's able to intercept. Here come the Titans. Heisel with a bounce pass for Howard. Howard off the glass and in. Gerald Howard with 4. And it's 19-18 Lorain.
That's what height will do for you.
Yep, that height and length. A long 3 is up and in on the left side, Wes Gearhart. Gearhart with 8, and it's 21-19. Into the forecourt, laying it up and in on the run, Xavier Harrison. Boy, the scoreboard operator's got to keep an eye on this one, Joe. Wow. Right wing 3, Gearhart hit another one.
No rest for the weary.
Phil Argento told me before the game, if his team can shoot, they're tough. And they are shooting well. And that's the kind of offense that Phil likes to coach. Baseline right with the basketball. They're going to kick it out to Heisel. Heisel on the baseline for Howard. Howard back outside. Williamson to try to tie it off the rim, no good. Long rebound to Rashad Berry. Back out to Heisel. Another 3, good. We got a foul. Is it before the basket or afterward? Let's see. I think the basket will count. It does. So Heisel gets the 3. The foul is on Lorain. They're not putting up the numbers tonight with who commits the fouls. They did so the other night. That helps tremendously, Joe, because where we are, where we're situated, you just can't hear the PA announcer. So tough for us unless we see it, who the fouls are on individually. We can't tell you that one was on Lorain. It's their 15th foul, and we're tied at 24. 6 minutes to go in the half. Been a fun start to this one, hasn't it? Lakewood to inbound. Rangers try to get to Nick Porter. We're going to get another foul in the backcourt. This will be the 6th foul on Lorain. And that foul is going to go on Eddie Williamson. They'll inbound the basketball. With it in the backcourt is Jacob Schmidt. Schmidt into the forecourt. Schmidt's pass for Nick Porter went too far, and it's out of bounds. Turnover, give the ball back to the Titans. Najir Bohannon to inbound. Off the bench, he has scored 8 points tonight, all in the first quarter. And he came into the game when Rashad Berry picked up his 2nd foul, but he's played so well that the Titans have both of them on the floor right now. Heisel for 3, top of the key, put it up and in. Heisel with his 3rd 3 of the ball game. He's got 9. And Coach Rossitano before the game told me we got to get Damone Heisel shooting the basketball, and he has done so tonight. Right wing 15-footer, no good by Angers for Lakewood, and Lorain has it. They're up 3. Williamson with the basketball. Williamson into the forecourt, all the way to the hole, too strong. Rebound Nick Porter for Lakewood. Long outlet for Angers. Angers put it up. No, and we're going to get an offensive charge on Mike Angers. .508 to go in the first half, and Joe, this pace just continues up and down And it's an unusually warm night in December, so the gym is a little warmer than normal.
I love it.
These two teams are going to have to be in condition to play 32 minutes of this.
Yeah, you give advantage to Lorain there. They've already got one game under their belt, where Lakewood, this is their first game. And Lorain actually played 5 quarters in the overtime loss against Euclid last Friday.
Right. Williamson with the basketball. Williamson into the forecourt. Eddie Williamson, cross-court pass. Heisel, he's already made 3 threes. Cross-court, out to Williamson. Zone defense for the Rangers right now. But they extend. Heisel drives in, flipped it up and in.
Pretty, wow.
I'm sorry, that's Jahiel Moon into the game for the first time. Jahiel Moon with a floater. He's got his first 2, and it's 29-24. Titans' biggest lead, Joe, it's 5. All the way to the basket. McDonald missed the shot. Rebound, Bohannon. So the Titans up by 5, their biggest lead of the ball game. And they've got the ball. Heisel left wing back out to Eddie Williamson. Cross court, Moon. So it's Williamson, Heisel, Moon, Howard, and Bohannon are the 5 on the floor for Lorain.
Rob, by this pace, we're going to be out of here by 9.
I'm telling you, and it was a late start too, but they're making up for lost time, aren't they?
Definitely.
Not a lot of calls.
Let him play.
Yep, Eddie Williamson cross court. Heisel fakes the long one, picks up the dribble, pass on the baseline. Williamson lost it. And the steal comes out to Logan Swift of Lakewood. Swift will get it to Nick Porter. Porter into the forecourt. Porter on the run. Nick Porter gets it back, looking. He'll pass cross court for McDonald over to Jacob Swift. Swift on the 3-point line. Swift's gonna go to the hole, lay it up and in. Jacob Schmidt with 8. He's got 6 of those here in the second quarter, Joe. And it's 29-26, Lorain by 3. Not only is Joe Bach doing the camera work, but he's doing the color commentary tonight.
Well, we'll call it black and white.
That's stolen and safe from going out of bounds. It'll be Lakewood basketball.
Always enjoyed talking to you, Rob.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Hey, believe me, me and Schlumbaker on Friday, buddy. You know, and I still came back for my second game.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing. With the basketball into the forecourt are the Rangers. Dan Matthews into the game for the first time. He had it stripped and stolen. Bohannon then had it knocked away by Nick Porter. Porter in the backcourt. Porter looking, goes cross court to Dan Matthews. Matthews will get it across the timeline to McDonald. McDonald carried the basketball, says official Gerald Parks. And we're going to get substitutions. Kevin Davis in for Lorain. Mike Angers and Wes Gerhardt in for Lakewood.
2:44 left in the half in this fast-paced game.
Yes, it really is. You're right. Coming back in for Lorain is Jamar Ross. Jamar Ross off the bench the other night, Joe. 7 points. He had 2 third-quarter threes that really helped Lorain in that game against Euclid. Unfortunately for the Titans, it was not enough as they lost in overtime, but Ross hit a couple of big-time threes. He can shoot against the zone. There he is, left wing 3 on cue, and he missed it. Boy, I set him up for it. He missed the shot. Gerhardt lays it up, missed it. Return up and in. And again, that's Jacob Schmidt. He's got 10. 29-28, Lakewood on a 4-0 run. Lorain leads by 1. A little more than 2 minutes to go in the half. In the corner, they try to get to Ross. It's knocked away and stolen by Schmidt. Schmidt all the way to the hole. Schmidt up, they had it blocked, and it's out of bounds. Boy, great defense. Kevin Davis of Lorain.
All ball.
Yes, he blocked it, and then he blocked it off of Schmidt. Out of bounds will be Lorain basketball. We've got a first timeout of the ball game. They must have known that we needed a timeout, Joe.
Yeah.
We can let you know that Lorain Schools TV 20, you guys are going to have an open house.
We are.
It's going to be Wednesday, December 11th. It's from 2:45 in the afternoon to 8:45 in the evening during the Lorain High School Parent-Teacher Conferences. You can come see the TV studio that brings you the good news about our schools. Lorain Schools TV 20. Joe, are you going to be there that night conducting
Absolutely.
that?
That's right. And
you
the reason
can meet Joe Bach.
Yes. Free hors d'oeuvres and refreshments. No, I'm just kidding. But the reason I'm having that is to force me to get things finished up there. We've got a lot of work to do. We got some grants and got some other things. Got some nice equipment.
Schlumbaker's not going to be there, is he?
Yeah, no, he'll probably be there till 3:30, and then he'll leave.
So in other words, everybody should come from 3:30 to 8:45.
I'm not going to say that.
2 minutes to go in the first half. With the basketball, the Titans up by a point. Bohannon to Kevin Davis. Davis over to Ross. Back to Davis. Zone defense for Lakewood. Davis will pull it back out. Right side, Bohannon on the baseline. Bohannon looking. Back outside to Kevin Davis. Lorain patient here on offense. Up a point. Davis fakes the three, dribbles in, kicks it out to Ross. Ross on the baseline to Bohannon. Bohannon off the glass and rim, no good. Out of bounds. It's going to be an over the back on Gerald Howard of Lorain. That'll be the 7th team foul. And Joe, we're going to have a free throw now, the 1-and-1, as Lorain has put Lakewood into bonus.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get out of the first half without going to the 1-and-1, but not too fast. 1:27 left in the half. Slow the pace down just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And the shooting at the front end of the 1-and-1 will be Sean McDonald. McDonald tonight, 4 points, and they were on 2 baskets in the first quarter. McDonald, line left, put it up and in. We are tied at 29 with a minute 27.
So much for the biggest lead of the game now. Lakewood's come back and scored the next 5, and now
Lakewood
6.
leads, yep. And Lakewood has outscored Lorain tonight 4-0 at the free throw line. 30-29. Rangers by 1. Right wing Heisel. Heisel has made 3 threes tonight. Back outside to Davis. Davis dribbling in, kicks it out to Heisel. Open 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Davis got the offensive board, right back to Bohannon. He is going to be fouled. Bohannon fouled by Jamie Fesco. Fesco, a 6'5 junior, just came into the game.
All right, we'll see the freshman at the free throw line. We'll see how he does here.
So Bohannon at the line. First foul on Fesco, 4th on Lakewood. And Nazir Bohannon at the charity stripe for 2. Line right, the freshman put it up. Off the rim, no good. He has 8 points all in the first quarter. Gerald Howard back in. Eddie Williamson back in. .105 to go until halftime. Nazir Bohannon will try to split the pair and tie this ball game at 30. And he does just that.
Nice stroke.
Yep. We are tied at 30 at the 1 minute mark of the first half. Rob Polinsky along with Joe Bach on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television. Varsity basketball between the Lakewood Rangers and the Lorain Titans. With the basketball up top, Wes Gearhart. Gearhart's going to drive. The floater in the lane is up and in. Gearhart with 13, 32-30, 40 seconds to go in the half. Ross, left wing 3, put it up. He got that one. Jamar Ross hit a couple of them the other night. He has another one from downtown. 33-32 Titans. 25 seconds into the half.
This is everything you said, Rob.
It's been fun, hasn't it?
Sure has.
With the basketball, Porter has it. Midcourt line. And Phil Argento is going to take a timeout with 12 seconds to go in the half.
Wow.
A little surprised at that. He wants to set up the final play. Obviously, Phil feels this last possession of the half is very important. Hey, sports fans, high school basketball is back. With the excitement of Lorain Schools basketball, there's always a game to watch. So turn your channel to WLCS TV 20 and watch them all. Win, lose, or draw, our kids give their best. Lorain Schools Employees Credit Union, proud to support our schools at 4459 Oberlin Avenue, right here in Lorain. Thanks to Neil Summers and that whole gang over there at Lorain School Employees Credit Union.
Yeah, they do a great job out there.
They have supported you guys for a long time, Joe.
Yes, they have.
12.8 seconds to go in the half. Lakewood with the basketball. They trail by a point. Inbound to Angers. Angers got it. Angers back to Schmidt. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on Eddie Williamson. Williamson picks up the foul, his second, and it'll be a 1-and-1 with 6.6 seconds in the half for Sean McDonald, who has 6 points tonight. Boy, you hate to see the Titans commit a foul there, Joe. That far away from the basket, 6 seconds to go in the half, and they're in the penalty.
Yeah. And the only good thing that could come out of it is there's 6 seconds left, so after the makes or the misses, hopefully get the rebound and
Free throw up and in by McDonald. No, I hear you. It gives your offensive possession.
Right. But yeah, definitely not what the coach wanted.
Checking back in for Lakewood is Logan Swift. He is in for Wes Gearhart. 33-33, 6.6 seconds to go first half. Sean McDonald trying to give the Rangers the lead. He does. Howard to inbound. Howard gets it. They get it ahead to Williamson. Williamson lost it out of bounds with 4.2. I think they were trying to go a little too fast, Joe, and they throw it away.
Yeah, plenty of time for Lakewood to bring it down and get off a last shot.
And now Gearhart is going to come back in offensively. He's made 2 threes tonight. He leads everybody with 13. You got to watch number 5 if you're Lorain defensively. Watch Gearhart come off a screen here, Joe. Porter looking. They try to get it to Gearhart. It's stolen away by Howard. Howard with a steal. The 3 off the front of the rim, no good, and that'll do it. 1 half is in the books. What an entertaining first half it was. Our score at halftime, it's Lakewood 34, Lorain 33. You're watching WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
To the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, the USO is home. The USO depends on the generosity of the American people. Donate today at USO.org.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. Protected the weak and defeated the strong. Shown courage and compassion. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
And welcome back at halftime. The Lakewood Rangers lead Lorain by a score of 34-33. Lorain led after one, 17-14. Lakewood outscored the Titans 20-16 in a high-scoring second quarter to go up at half 34-33. Let's take a look at individually scoring. For John Rossitano's Lorain Titans, Eddie Williamson with a basket for 2. It was Damone Heisel. 3 3-point field goals. Heisel leads the Titans with 9 points. Xavier Harrison has a field goal for 2. Gerald Howard with a field goal in each quarter. He has 4. And Rashad Berry a field goal for 2. All 5 Lorain starters scored, and they scored 19 points. Off the bench, Jaheel Moon has a field goal for 2. Jamar Ross a 3-point field goal for 3. And Nazir Bohannon, a big first half for the freshman off the bench. 4 field goals and a free throw. Bohannon, like Heisel, a team-high 9 points. 14 from the bench, 19 from the starters gives Lorain a total of 33. Seeing action off the bench and not scoring were Kevin Davis and Robert Orsler. For the Lakewood Rangers and Coach Phil Argento, Mike Angers has a free throw for 1. Wes Gearhart leads everybody in scoring. 5 field goals, 2 of them are threes and a free throw. Gearhart with 13. Sean McDonald, a couple of free throws. I should say a couple of field goals, 4 free throws. McDonald with 8. Jacob Schmidt, 5 field goals for 10. Logan Swift has a field goal for 2. 34 points for the Lakewood Rangers, all from the starting 5. Seeing action off the bench and not scoring were Dan Matthews, Joe Malone, Nick Porter, and Jamie Fesco. Again, our halftime score, it is Lakewood 34, Lorain 33, and Joe, we should have a heck of a second half.
Yeah, if it's as good as the first half, that was a very enjoyable basketball up and down the court. pretty decent play for your second game of the season for the Titans and the first game for the Rangers. Very impressed.
Both teams back on the floor. Larry Reardon, Gerald Parks, Tim Gebhardt, the three officials. Lorain in the home white uniforms will start the third quarter with the ball. Lakewood in the away purple. And we are underway, Lorain basketball. Xavier Harrison on the left side, Heisel. Heisel to Howard. Howard in the corner to Rashad Berry. Over to Eddie Williamson. Original starting five on the floor for Lorain. Williamson, Heisel, Harrison, Howard, and Berry. Heisel for three. Got it! Damone Heisel with his fourth three-pointer of the ball game, and Lakewood's got to get out on him, Joe. He has 12 points all on three-pointers.
Wow.
36-34 Titans. McDonald gets it, put it up. No, a nice backdoor cut and pass from Jacob Schmidt. It's Schmidt, McDonald, Mike Angers, Wes Gearhart, and Logan Swift, the original starting five on the floor for the Lakewood Rangers.
You have the 36. How many three-pointers do we have? I think we have quite a few.
Yep, five. Four of them for Heisel and one for Ross. Free throw up, no good by Sean McDonald. Lorain has made 5 three-point field goals, Lakewood 2. 36-34 Titans, just underway in the third. McDonald again, missed them both. And the rebound of Gerald Howard for Lorain. Clears it ahead to Eddie Williamson. Lakewood will drop back into a 2-3 zone defense, but they will extend to get out there on Heisel. Cross court Williamson. Williamson looking against the zone. But how many three-pointers will Lorain have to hit to get Lakewood to go man-to-man? We'll have to wait and see. Howard has it. But this isn't your typical 2-3 zone and sit back and let them shoot. They are extending and getting out quickly. Eddie Williamson on the left wing to Xavier Harrison, and they'll reset the offense. Williamson up top to Heisel. Thought about a long one. Now goes left wing. They got to get someone to cut in. You got to cut and get somebody through the paint. Howard has it back outside, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Gearhart trying to deny the pass. Gearhart's second foul, team's first. And with 6:31 to go in the third quarter, the Titans to inbound. They'll do so to Kevin Davis. Davison for Eddie Williamson. Heisel on the left side. Heisel bounce pass to Howard at the left elbow. See, that's the shot that's open against the zone right there, Joe. And Gerald Howard found it, put it in.
All night.
38-34. Titans by 4. That was good patience by Lorain against that zone. 6:05 to go in the third. Gearhart, right side. Back outside to Angers. Angers guarded by Davis. Angers will pull it back out. Goes left wing for Jacob Schmidt. Schmidt had a big second quarter. Outside to Gearhart for three. Off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Logan Swift missed it. Got his own rebound again, lost it, got it back. Kicks it out to Jacob Schmidt. Schmidt on the drive. Schmidt kicks it out. The three in the air by McDonald. It's up and in. Sean McDonald makes it a 1-point game. Lorain by 1. 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Damone Heisel, right wing three. He's open, missed that one, and the rebound comes down to Jacob Schmidt for Lakewood. Schmidt into the paint. Schmidt will put it up. No, but he's fouled, and we'll see Jacob Schmidt going to the line for 2.
And just like that, Lakewood has a chance to take the lead here at the line.
Foul on Kevin Davis, his second. And we're going to see Jacob Schmidt at the line for 2, like Joe just told you. Schmidt had 10 points in the first half. 8 of them were in the second quarter. Schmidt's first one is good, and we are tied at 38. Tell you what, the viewers have to like these early games, Joe. First game, even though Lorain lost to Euclid, I mean, it went into overtime. It was a well-played, close game back and forth. This one, we're tied at 38 in the third quarter, so games have been very close so far.
Yeah, I think we're in for a very exciting basketball season.
Schmidt made them both 39-38. Now pressure by Lakewood. They're going to go 2-2-1, full court press. Howard in the backcourt, got it to Bohannon. Cross court Davis, they break it easily. Lorain breaks the press without dribbling. Xavier Harrison back out to Davis. Davis, top of the key. Heisel thinks about the three, doesn't take it. Heisel back out to Bohannon, and Bohannon's going to be fouled. And that foul that time is going to go on Sean McDonald.
And breaking the pass without dribbling, you know who would like that is your buddy Bob.
Yes.
Basket.
Yeah, where is he?
He's at home tonight.
He didn't get the memo?
No.
He didn't get it Friday either.
No, yeah, Friday, no excuse.
Well, I heard he said, if Joe Bach isn't working, I'm not working. That was Bob's attitude. I don't know.
We miss Bob. Can't wait to get.
There'll be a lot of games, so he'll be here.
He's excited too about this season.
Yeah, pass goes out of bounds. It'll be Lakewood basketball off the hands of Xavier Harrison. You know, John Rossitano saying this group, they've got to get some confidence, Joe. That's not something that happens overnight. That'll take some time.
Right.
They're all playing hard. They're buying in. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They've just got to get confidence in high school athletics.
That comes with W's.
Yeah, but that's the chicken or the egg.
Right.
What comes first, the W's or the confidence? You got to have confidence to win, and you got to have wins to get confidence. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. McDonald has it for Lakewood into the forecourt. Rangers lead by a point. He'll hand it off to Gearhart. Gearhart with the basketball. They run the weave to Angers. Angers out to Swift. Swift right back out to Mike Angers. Kevin Davis has him defensively. 4:20 to go in the third quarter. And a whistle away from the ball, an offensive foul, an illegal screen, and that one's going to go on Jamie Fesco. For Fesco, his second foul. Jamar Ross in for the first time this half. He's in for Xavier Harrison. Coach Rossitano looking for the right five, looking for that chemistry with the right five guys. 4:15 to go in the third. Lakewood up by 1. And they sit back in their zone defense. Damone Heisel with it. Right side to Ross. Heisel and Ross can both hit from long range. Ross right side. In the corner to Davis. Davis cross court Heisel. Heisel right back around the perimeter. They get it to Davis. Davis splits the defense, found Howard, and he laid it in.
Patience.
Yep, you're right. Good patience and a nice pass by Kevin Davis to Gerald Howard.
Didn't force anything, just waited until the right opportunity, and 2 more on the board.
Baseline left with the basketball is McDonald. McDonald has it. McDonald's going to drive. McDonald will kick it out to Gearhart. Howard did something that I really like to see players do, and I think it's a lost art, Joe, and it's moving without the basketball. You tell people how to do it, what to do, but you got to have a feel for it. And Howard ran without the ball, and then he got the good pass. But you got to move without the basketball if you're going to be a good basketball player, in my opinion. With the basketball is McDonald. McDonald has it. McDonald top of the circle, back to Gearhart. Think about it. You got 5 guys on offense and 1 ball. So 4 out of 5 of you don't have it at once. With the basketball is Schmidt. Schmidt, top of the key. 2:55 to go in the third quarter. Titans lead by 1. Coach Gillum Jr., Coach Rossitano applauding the defensive effort. John Rossitano saying, talk, guys. On the right side, Angers. Angers drives in. Angers puts it up. 10-footer, no good. Rebound, Nazir Bohannon. He'll hand it off to Davis. Nice defense by the Titans. Well, the pace has slowed down a little bit with the zone defenses. But I still like the rhythm and the flow of this game. Officials have let them play.
Yes, they have.
John Rossitano, Larry Reardon having a quick conversation in between the circles. Damone Heisel, right wing for Kevin Davis. Davis right back out to Heisel. Heisel to Jamar Ross. Jamar Ross found Howard, left elbow jumper, no good. And a rebound, Angers. Angers will get it ahead to McDonald. Sean McDonald with the basketball for the Rangers. Baseline right, Gearhart. Gearhart with under 2 minutes to go in the third. On the drive, the floater is up and in. Gearhart with 15. And it's 41-40, Lakewood by 1. Left side, Heisel, cross court, Jamar Ross. Ross baseline right to Davis. Davis on the drive, picks it back up, over to Heisel. Heisel, a step back 3, off the rim, no good. And Bohannon, an offensive foul. Nazir Bohannon, the freshman, trying to get position, gets the foul, his second. Nick Porter back in for Lakewood. Mike Angers will come out for the Rangers.
Any similarities between this and the Euclid game, Rob?
You know, this was a faster pace, and I think better played. You know, Lorain had that lead until late in the game, and then Lorain, there were so many more fouls in that game. It was kind of a different game. Lorain had 2 players foul out, and that really hurt their chances, Joe. So from that standpoint, it is different. With the basketball, they're going to get it inside the Fesco, laid it up, missed it. Rebound Bohannon, no, or he got fouled by Fesco. Fesco couldn't finish his 3rd foul.
Tell you what, Rob, I know Tim wouldn't want us wouldn't want to hear it, but the officiating has been very consistent tonight on both ends, and you know, very satisfied with that.
Well, I agree. They have, you know, let them play and then called what they need to call and kind of stayed out of the way. But a lot of times, too, the players have something to do with that. Williamson puts it up, no good, lost it on the way up, and it went off a Ranger out of bounds. It'll be Lorain basketball. In other words, if you play a good game, a good, clean game, the officials aren't going to call anything. But if you sit there and hack each other like you're out there wrestling, then you kind of force their hand. So sometimes I think the players don't get enough of the credit or blame when officials get some blame. Howard with the basketball. Howard gets it back from Damone Heisel. Howard ahead of the pack, lays it up, missed it, rebound. Heisel back up and in.
Nice follow through.
Yes, and that's why you hustle, Joe, and go after it. Damone Heisel with his first basket that wasn't a 3, and it's 42-41 Lorain.
Coach will like that one now.
Yes. McDonald on the drive all the way to the hole, but he laid it up and in, and he's not going to like Sean McDonald going coast to coast. McDonald with 13. 43-42 Rangers with 20 seconds to go in the 3rd. And Williamson will bring it across midcourt and just dribble out the quarter. He'll wait to set up the offense against the 2-3 zone defense. 6 seconds to go in the 3rd. Screen from Howard. 3 in the air, Williamson. Got it! Eddie Williamson with a 3. Nick Porter from half court at the buzzer. No good off the glass. Big 3 by Eddie Williamson at the end of the 3rd. And after 3 quarters, our score. It's Lorain 45, Lakewood 43. Come back for the 4th quarter. You're watching high school boys basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. And I won't back down.
Excuse me. Excuse me, are you Santa Claus? I heard you might be him. If you are him, here's my list.
Help the Marines make Christmas possible for less fortunate children. Donate a new toy to Toys for Tots.
Here's Santa Claus.
And welcome back to Lorain High School. Rob Polinsky along with Joe Bach. After 3 quarters, Lorain leads 45-43. Lorain outscored Lakewood 12-9 in the 3rd quarter. And with a 2-point lead, we should have a great 4th quarter. Damone Heisel with a steal. It'll be Heisel, Williamson, Xavier Harrison, Kevin Davis, Rashad Berry are the 5 on the floor for the Titans to begin the 4th quarter. Damone Heisel almost lost that out of bounds, but he saved it off of Sean McDonald. McDonald, Swift, Porter, Gearhart are on the floor, the 5 on the floor for Lakewood to begin the fourth. Going to inbound to Heisel. Heisel has 14 points in this ball game. Back out to Eddie Williamson. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Titans by 2. Kevin Davis. Back outside Williamson. Williamson's going to penetrate all the way to the hole, laid it up and in. Boy, Eddie Williamson with a good move, Joe. He's got 7 points, and it's a 4-point lead. Nick Porter threw it away, and it's tapped out of bounds. It'll be Lorain basketball.
I'm really impressed with the patience of the Titans. I mean, they're not just, against the zone or against the back-end defense. They're waiting for the right shot, and, they're making it count.
Well, I agree with you. They've done really good patience against it and gotten good shots, and that's helped. Because they had a lot of turnovers in the first half. Heisel, left wing 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound, we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Nick Porter. Nick Porter and Bohannon were tied up. And Porter with the foul, a hold. And that is the 5th on Lakewood, just 3 on Lorain. 17 fouls get you the bonus. 7 minutes to go in the game. Williamson splits the defense. Williamson into Rashad Berry. Back out to Heisel. Here's that good patience Joe was talking about. Back out to Heisel. Heisel with a bounce pass Williamson. Williamson's going to penetrate. The floater from 6 feet is good. Eddie Williamson with 7 straight points, Joe. 49-43, and Lakewood needs a timeout. Eddie Williamson had 2 points until late in the third quarter, and he has come alive with the last 7 points for the Titans, including that big 3 at the end of the third quarter, and he has gotten Lorain to a 6-point lead.
And Rob, that's their biggest lead of the game, is it not?
Yes. Are you employed by or retired from the Lorain City Schools? If the answer to that question is yes, then please pay close attention to the following. Don't get a 3-second call with low interest rates on your investments. Step up to the line and shoot your way to success at the Lorain School Employees Credit Union. We will fast break the competition so that you will win the financial game of interest. Choose a certificate of deposit and want your APY score the maximum. You'll score a goal every time when you call LSECU at 282-4600. That's 282-4600. 49-43. Titans by 6, and Joe, you're right, this is their biggest lead of the game. They led by 5, 29-24 in the first half. 3 timeouts remain for Lakewood, 4 for Lorain. 6:46 to go in regulation, plenty of time. But how much does Lorain have to lead for Lakewood to come out of their 2-3 zone? And at what point? I think we're close to that point.
8 points, I think they got to come out. That's 3 possessions.
With the basketball, Jacob Schmidt. Schmidt into the forecourt. Schmidt got it to McDonald. McDonald all the way to the hole, laid it up, too strong off the rim. Rebound, Nazir Bohannon. Ahead to Eddie Williamson. Titans are going to push. Williamson, off transition, into the forecourt. Cross-court pass, Kevin Davis, and they'll reset the offense. Kevin Davis, again, showing the patience. Back outside, and now Lakewood will go man-to-man. See if they can take advantage of the height here. On the drive, Williamson, he's feeling it, Joe. Nice 9 straight points for Eddie Williamson. Wow, 51-43. And a jump stop, and we're going to get a foul on the Titans. Foul on Rashad Berry. Rashad Berry, I believe that's his 3rd foul. He'll come out of the ball game. And checking back in is Gerald Howard. On the inbounds, Gearhart has it. Gearhart guarded closely by Davis. Baseline left. Back outside McDonald. McDonald guarded by Heisel. McDonald's going to pull around him and get it to Nick Porter. 5:40 to go in the ball game. Titans by 8. Porter to Jacob Swift. The reverse layup is up and in. Logan Swift, I'm sorry, with the basket. Logan Swift. You got Jacob Schmidt, Logan Swift for Lakewood.
An announcer's delight.
Yes. 51-45. especially when it's game 2 of the season. Not used to it yet. Heisel with it back outside to Kevin Davis. 5:15 to go in the ball game. Davis left-hand dribble by the midcourt line. Makes a move to the basket to avoid the 5-second call. Laid it up off the glass and in. Davis with his first points, and the lead is back to 8. 5 minutes to go. Jacob Schmidt has it, and he is going to be fouled at midcourt by Gerald Howard. And for the Titans, that is just their 5th team foul, so neither team in the bonus yet. Stops the clock with 4:58 to play. Joe, this was about the time and about the same point of the game where Lorain had an 8-point lead against Euclid last Friday. Late in the 4th quarter, lost it, and then they lost it overtime. They got in foul trouble, had a couple of guards foul out. We'll see if they learn from that.
Exactly.
Porter lost it, and here comes Howard on the steal ahead to Kevin Davis. He'll lay it in. And the Titans lead by 10 for the first time tonight. 55-45. Rangers. Schmidt, crazy shot off the glass and rim, no good. Long outlet, Gerald Howard ahead of the pack. Howard back outside to Heisel. Heisel for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound, battled for, and it's going to be saved to Logan Swift of Lakewood. Swift in the backcourt, picks up his dribble. Gets it ahead to Jacob Schmidt. Schmidt into the forecourt. Schmidt all the way to the hole, laid it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Lorain. Boy, Lakewood is not patient on offense, and the Titans just threw it away. Argento's going to want to get a better shot than what he's got the last couple times down the floor. And right now he tells
down
guys,
by 10.
Yep, settle down.
Plenty of time left in this.
Yeah, there is. 4:08 to go in the ball game. 10-point lead for Lorain. Gerhardt has it. Gerhardt in the corner. Back outside to Mike Angers. Angers. Lob to Schmidt. Schmidt inside, but did he travel? He did. Jacob Schmidt traveled. So Schmidt has had a couple of tough possessions with a travel there and missed a couple shots the last couple of times down the floor. But overall, he's had a real solid game with 12 points, but only 2 in the second half. We're going to get a whistle and a timeout for Lorain. Each team with 3 remaining. We want to remind you once again that Lorain Schools TV 20 will have an open house that's coming up on Wednesday, December 11th from 2:45 to 8:45. 2:45 in the afternoon to 8:45 in the evening. And this Lorain Schools TV 20 open house will coincide with the Lorain High School Parent-Teacher Conferences. See the TV studio that brings you the good news about our schools. And on top of that, they get to meet my color commentator tonight and the man operating the cameras, doing the fine work, showing you the crowd right there, Joe Bach. So,
thanks, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, they get to see the TV studios and they get to meet you. And if they want, I'm sure you would give autographs to anyone who would ask.
Sure.
So there you go. Now that should give you all the reason you need to come to the TV 20 open house next Wednesday. It's nice you're doing that, seriously, to show the community, giving them an opportunity to see what you do.
See our facilities and know what we do there, and hopefully we'll have it all decorated for Christmas.
Boy, you are really putting Schlumbaker on the spot. I mean, he's got a lot of work to do between now and then. He's got to clean up. He's got to dust. He's got to put up Christmas decorations.
He's not even in the next couple days.
Coach Rossitano's dad was asking me when the ball games are going to be on. So there's a lot for you guys to do. I told him, like I tell everybody, as soon as possible. Eddie Williamson with the basketball. Williamson with it. Williamson at the foul line. Gets it out on the right wing. The runner is up and off the rim twice. Rebound Bohannon. Bohannon back up strong, and he got it.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Nazir Bohannon. He's got 11. 57-45. A three-pointer is up, no good. Rebound Logan Swift. Swift is going to try to go back over Bohannon. Missed it. Great defense by Bohannon. To Gerald Howard. Ahead to Heisel.
Slow it down.
Heisel back outside. Yep, they heard you, coach. Back outside, Eddie Williamson. 3:10 to play, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Sean McDonald.
Yeah, 12-point lead, a little over 3 minutes to go, time to burn some clock.
And that's just the 6th team foul on Lakewood, so still not in the bonus. We're going to see Kevin Davis in for Lorain. And for Lakewood, it'll be Joe Malone coming in, as well as Jamie Fesco. Excellent fourth quarter for the Titans. They have outscored Lakewood 12-2 in the fourth quarter. 3:05 to go in the ball game. Eddie Williamson had it knocked away from behind. And then they're going to throw it right back away. And Phil Argento upset with his team. Their lack of execution here in the fourth quarter. They get a steal, and then they throw it right away, right back to the Titans. Long outlet for Gerald Howard. Howard got around. Malone laid it in, and he's fouled. Gerald Howard with what might be the explanation point. He's got 10, he'll look for 11 at the line. Howard tonight with 10.
14 points, I gotta say it's looking good for the Titans.
Yep. Howard put it up, rimmed it out, rebound, Fesco of Lakewood. Fesco will get it ahead to McDonald. McDonald puts up a tough shot up and in. 59-47, Titans by 12. They get a steal in the backcourt. Gearhart with it to McDonald. McDonald fakes the three on the drive, laid it up and in. 59-49, and here's where the Titans have to hang on to the ball. Howard breaks the press. Howard into the forecourt. They get it out to Eddie Williamson. 2.5 minutes to play. Williamson, double team, steal. Lakewood with another steal. Gearhart has it. Cross court. McDonald for three, got it. 59-52, a 7-0 run for Lakewood in a hurry, and in the backcourt a holding foul. And Eddie Williamson will go to the line for a 1-and-1. And Larry Reardon will tell us that the foul is on Sean McDonald. One and one for Eddie Williamson. Boy, that explosive offense for Lakewood got him back in this ball game in a hurry, didn't it, Joe?
It sure did, and the Titans have to be careful. They only have 2 timeouts left, so Coach was,
Williamson misses the front end of the 1-and-1, but a big offensive rebound, and then losing it was Howard. Then they steal it. Heisel has it right back to Howard. That is huge right there.
That is huge, yes.
61-52, 2 minutes to go. McDonald at the other end laid it up, no good. Fesco had to go off his head and out of bounds. Larry Reardon says we got a foul on who? Foul is on the Titans. Foul on Nazir Bohannon, his third. Jacob Schmidt coming back in for the Rangers. Gearhart looking. Gearhart tried to get it into Schmidt. He's going to be fouled by Bohannon, and that'll put him in the 1-and-1.
And that's his fourth.
Yep.
He's got to come out. Or
well,
not.
You know, with only a minute 55 to go, maybe not.
Maybe not.
So Schmidt at the line for a 1-and-1. Schmidt put it up, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Bohannon. Bohannon in the backcourt. Gets the ball to Eddie Williamson. Williamson, cross court, Kevin Davis. Davis is going to be fouled in the backcourt by Jacob Schmidt.
Well, down by 9, they're going to start playing Hack-a-Titan.
Yep. It'll be the 9th team foul on Lakewood. Kevin Davis at the line for a 1-and-1. 1:46 to go.
Now, the good thing is the next one will be their 10th, so.
Correct. Free throw missed the front end of the 1-and-1. And the rebound comes down to Jacob Schmidt of Lakewood. Rangers with the ball down by 9 with a minute 40 to go. Gearhart double teamed in the corner. Gearhart got away from it. The runner is up, no good. The return is up by Schmidt, no good. Rebound is knocked around, out of bounds. Lakewood will keep it. So the Rangers missed a couple of short shots, but with a minute 31 to go, we're going to see Nick Porter check back in for the Rangers, and Porter is in for Fesco. They'll inbound it. That's Angers, the point guard, with it. And we get a whistle and an offensive foul, and it's going to be on Jacob Schmidt for an illegal screen. Well, like Joe mentioned a few minutes ago, the next foul on Lakewood, and Lorain's in the double bonus the rest of the way. Minute 25 to go. Williamson in the backcourt to Davis. They're trying to get a steal in the backcourt, and a whistle and a foul. Well, you got him trapped. Why foul right there? Lakewood just bailed out Kevin Davis. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws with a minute 21 to go in the game. Rashad Berry will check in at the next opportunity for the Lorain Titans.
At this point, Rob, with a 9-point lead, at least you have to split these.
Yes. Yeah, to make it a 4-possession game.
There we go.
And he does do that. And I think when you go to 2 free throws instead of a 1-on-1, psychologically, it just makes it easier. You don't have that pressure that you normally would on the front. Davis, line left. Bends the knees, put it up, around rim, and that one fell off. Rebound Porter. But more importantly, it's a 10-point lead, 4 possessions. Schmidt had it, lost it to Williamson. Williamson with the steal. Williamson into the forecourt. Eddie Williamson with the basketball. Cross court, Damone Heisel. Heisel inside to Nazir Bohannon. He was fouled from behind. From Jacob Schmidt.
I am liking the freshman.
Yep. Yeah, you said it right away, Joe, that he has really good court presence. The game is not bigger than him. He's not intimidated by any means. And he has had a solid game, 11 points off the bench. Bohannon, line left, put it up, around rim and in. Bohannon with a dozen. He had 6 points the other night in the loss to Euclid. 1:07 to go. Bohannon made them both. 63-52. Gerald Howard in. Bohannon comes out. Mike Angers with the basketball. 1:05 to play. Angers into the forecourt. Angers and his team down a dozen. Got it to Gerhardt. Gerhardt takes a 3. Got it! Timeout Lakewood. Timeout for Lakewood. They've got 2 remaining. I'm sorry, they have 3 remaining. 64-55, the Titans lead, the late stages of the 4th quarter. Up next for Lorain, they are going to go to Bedford Friday night, and they'll be back in action right here. 4 of the first 5 games for the boys this year are at home. They'll be back right here at Lorain High School a week from Friday. That will be December 13th as they take on Shaw. Then the following Tuesday, December 17th, they'll entertain Westlake. So you get 2 more opportunities in December to see the Titans right here. Friday, December 13th versus Shaw. Tuesday, December 17th versus Westlake.
You're keeping me busy in December.
With the basketball into the forecourt, Howard. Howard on the drive. Howard was held. He'll go to the line for 2. 50 seconds to go in the half, or in the ball game, I should say.
Second half.
Yes, thank you. Yes, you're right. So Gerald Howard at the line for 2. He's got 12 points tonight. Howard missed the first free throw. Stay tuned after the ball game. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up from Lorain. We'll give you the individual scoring of tonight's players. Howard splits the pair. Coach Steve Gray and his wife have left the building. They have seen enough. They are with Norwalk High. Again, Lorain will play in Norwalk in January, and Coach Gray had the night off, so he came here to scout. Got here in the 2nd quarter, Joe. He, just like Coach Argento, went to the wrong high school. I bet you guys get a lot of that.
Yes. Well, there's with the other high school, there's nothing there.
Yes.
There's a field.
But there will be in a few years.
2016.
Gerald Howard gets called for traveling. 65-55, Titans by 10. Lakewood inbound with 44 seconds to go. Inbound to Mike Angers in the backcourt. Angers across the midcourt line. Angers out to Gerhardt. A long three off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Schmidt put it up, no good. Offensive rebound, Schmidt put it up and in. And a timeout for Lakewood with 30 seconds to go. It's an 8-point game. Want to remind you one more time, I should say, ask you this. If you are employed by or retired from the Lorain City Schools, the answer is yes, then pay close attention to the following. In the paint, 3-second violation, top of the arc, in the circle. Got you confused? We'll make your next shot a three-pointer with a certificate of deposit at the Lorain School Employees Credit Union. Our team is a CD rate that will score every time when you call or visit LSECU. Make a slam dunk by calling 282-4600 or stop by the office at 4459 Oberlin Avenue, Suite 101 in Lorain. 55-47 or 65-57, an 8-point lead, Joe. 3-possession game. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining, but the Rangers are running out of time.
Yeah, with the Titans are in the double bonus, so if they go to foul, we know we have at least 2 shots to at least come away with 1 point there.
Rangers will go for immediate steals. If they don't get them, they'll be forced to foul because we're down to 30.5 seconds to go in the ballgame. Damone Heisel had a solid game for Lorain to inbound. Heisel looking, lobs for Davis. Davis ahead to Rashad Berry. He'll flush it home. Berry with 4, and the lead is back to 10. 20 seconds to go in the game. Schmidt into the forecourt, got it to Gerhardt. Gerhardt launches it, missed it. Offensive rebound, Nick Porter laid it in.
Coach don't want to take any of his timeouts home.
Nope. And that is Coach Argento that Joe Bach is talking about. Takes the timeout. And Lakewood trails by 8, late stages, 4th quarter. But it looks like the Titans are going to even their record at 1-1.
Nice win.
Yes, I
Solid
agree.
performance.
It'll even in. It was a solid performance against Euclid. They just got in foul trouble, Joe. They're 2 guards. They're starting point guard Eddie Williamson. Their backup point guard Kevin Davis. Each fouled out of the contest. And when they fouled out, it just made it difficult in that 4th quarter against the Euclid pressure. And it still took a heck of a 3-point field goal by Euclid at the end of regulation to get it to overtime.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that game.
You know, Coach Russitano's dad, Bruno, he's looking for it too, you know. He cornered me. When's that game going to be on, Rob?
Actually,
I don't know, Bruno.
I think Bob finished it today.
Excuse me. Inbound to Eddie Williamson. Williamson in the backcourt. Williamson gets tied up, gets rid of the ball, got it to Kevin Davis. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. They might dribble it out. They get it to Dede Heisel, and Damone Heisel will hang on to the ball, and that'll do it. As you see the 2 teams get together to shake hands, our final score tonight, it was the Lorain Titans 67, the Lakewood Rangers 59. The Titans improved to 1-1 on the season. Lakewood drops to 0-1 on the season. We'll take this time out, and when we come back, we'll get you the individual scoring, and we'll wrap things up from Lorain right after this timeout. You're watching WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
generosity, Marines have delivered Christmas to children in need since 1947.
Welcome back to Lorain High School, where tonight the Lorain Titans even their record at 1-1. And they get John Rossitano's first win as coming back to be the head coach of Lorain High School. Of course, John was the head coach of the former Lorain High back in the mid-90s. He left after the school closed and went to Amherst to coach the girls for many years. Now he's back at Lorain and gets his first win back as head coach of the Titans. So a special night for John Rossitano and his ball club as they win it 67-59. Rob Polinsky alongside Joe Bach. And let's run down some final numbers in this ball game. Scoring by quarters, Lorain led after one, 17-14. Lakewood took a 34-33 lead into the locker room. In the third quarter, it was Lorain outscoring Lakewood 12-9 to go up 45-43 after three. And the Titans pulled away in the fourth quarter, outscoring Lakewood 22-16 to win it 67-59. Individually, first for the victorious Lorain Titans, Eddie Williamson with 11. Damone Heisel had 14. Four players, Titans in double figures, balanced scoring. Xavier Harrison had 2. Gerald Howard had 13 points, and it was Rashad Berry with 4 points, 44 from the starting 5 of Lorain. Off the bench, Kevin Davis with 5. Jahiel Moon had 2. Jamar Ross, a second quarter 3-point field goal for 3. Nazir Bohannon had 13 points. The freshman with 9 in the first half, 4 in the second half. So Bohannon, Howard, Heisel, and Williamson all in double figures. 23 points off the bench, 44 from the starters, gave Lorain their victorious total of 67. Seeing action off the bench and not scoring was Robert Orsler. For Lakewood, it was Mike Angers with 8 points. Wes Gerhardt was one of 3 Rangers in double figures. Gerhardt with 18. Sean McDonald tonight had a team-high 20 points. Jacob Schmidt finished with 14. Logan Swift had 4. 57 points from the starting 5 of Lakewood. Off the bench, Nick Porter had a field goal for 2. 57 from the starters, 2 from the bench gave Lakewood their total of 59. Seeing action off the bench and not scoring included Dan Matthews, Joe Malone, and Jamie Fesco. So the Lakewood starting 5 outscored Lorain 57-44, but the difference in the game, Joe, scoring off the bench. Lorain much deeper. They outscored Lakewood's bench 23-2, and they win it 67-59. Well, that's going to do it for this one. The Titans again go to 1-1, and we want to remind all the viewers of WLCS TV 20, your next opportunity to see Lorain boys basketball right here on WLCS TV 20 will be a week from Friday night as they entertain Shaw. So it'll be Shaw here on Friday night, December 13th, and WLCS TV 20 will have that replay of that ball game. So until then, this is Rob Polinsky saying, have a good night, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.